of the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Yesterday led us into some great football. First and foremost, we started off with the Moroccans versus the Croatians, which was a 0-0 draw, I think that's the third 0-0 draw of this tournament so far. So it's not too exciting, that game, but it's football. Secondly, we had Germany versus Japan. That was a 4 o'clock kickoff. That was an absolutely great game. I was at that game, and it was superb. The atmosphere, the Japanese fans so far been the best fans I think I've seen. They were crying in the stands after. They were so full of joy. So the Germans got off to a 1-0 goal, scored by a penalty, and the Japanese came back and scored 2. The scenes there were absolutely fantastic. I was speaking to a Japanese man prior to the game, and their game plan, he believed, was the Germans were going to be fast, they're going to be attacking, and the Japanese wanted to get the counter-attack when the Germans are going forward. They wanted to defend, get the ball up and use their quick little legs, quick feet, and score on the counter-attack, and that's what they done, and they beat the Germans. So that was a great game by the Japanese. It was brilliant. After that, we had Spain versus Costa Rica. So the Spaniards pumped Costa Rica 7-0. So that's an absolute whitewash to the Spaniards, and they'll be feeling very confident going into their next game. After that, I was off at the next game, which was Belgium versus Canada. Belgium had given away a penalty as a VAR decision in the 15th minute. Alphonso Davies stepped up for the penalty, and ex-Chelsea boy Courtois got a big, strong, safe hand down to his right-hand side and saved the penalty. Belgium went on to scoring in the 44th minute, just before half-time, and they held that lead all the way through to the end of the game, winning that match 1-0. What can I say about Courtois as a goalkeeper myself? Just looking at the man, I think he's one of the best, if not the best goalkeeper in the world. He seems massive. He just seems big, tall. He's one of my favourite goalkeepers, so it was good to see him play. He's got big hands and big safe hands. He played very well. So today's matches we are off to. First up, we have Switzerland-Cameroon, which I will be at that game. So I'm heading out very shortly. That's 1 p.m. kickoff. So it'll be interesting to meet some Swiss fans and some Cameroon fans. After that, we have Uruguay versus South Korea. I don't think that's going to be a whitewash for the Uruguayans, like the Spaniards, how they won yesterday 7-0 against Costa Rica. I think South Korea are going to be a very difficult side. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this could be another upset game. The South Koreans, if they use possibly the same game plan as the Japanese, could come and defeat the Uruguayans, which I'll be very, very happy about. After that, we have Portugal versus Ghana. That's 7 p.m. kickoff, and I will be at that game. I will be there cheering on the Ghanese. But however, I'm looking forward to seeing Portugal play. I've not seen them play before, and I look forward to watching Cristiano Ronaldo play if he gets on. There's been a lot of criticism about the man recently, but what some pundits have not reported on is possibly how that man feels after the loss of his son earlier this year. He's not been getting much game time for United, so people need to ask themselves, could this have affected Cristiano Ronaldo's morale, his own self-confidence as a man going through this difficult time in his life? So I think people out there and his criticisers should possibly give him a little bit more empathy and sympathy for what he's been through. After all, we're still humans and he's still a man going through something very terrible and difficult. After that game, we have the match of the day for me is going to be Brazil-Serbia. The Serbians play with a lot of heart. They're hard men, they're hard footballers, they're hard tacklers. The Brazilians have a great side. They've got 3 players for every position. They've got a great team, and I can see Brazil going all the way this year, but it just depends how they get off to this opening game against the Serbs. The Serbs, like I say, they're strong, and that's not going to be an easy game for the Brazilians. So fingers crossed, that's a real good game. It possibly could be another upset. The Serbians could win that one. Anything goes at the 2022 FIFA World Cup. So I just hope you're enjoying the content. Don't forget to like and subscribe right down there. Like, subscribe, and keep updated for all my daily updates. This is Shreky88, live from the Swamp headquarters here in Qatar.